Hello, everyone. Welcome. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly, guys. Welcome, everyone. Hey, Bill. Welcome, Bill. Hey, Marco. Welcome, Marco.
Hey, dude.
Hello. Hey, Charity. Welcome, Charity. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get started. Welcome, everyone. As you guys know, this evening is trading in the zone. All right, so trading in the zone, trend following, and using the trading systems. All right, we've got a hurricane here. I'm in the Orlando, Central Florida area, Winter Park, Maitland area. So we've got a hurricane. So I am hoping that we are able to keep power, right, going here. If we lose power, that's it. So we'll go until that happens. Power has been going off and on. All right. So hopefully we should be fine. All right. So I'm going to share my screen here. All right. I'm going to share my screen. All right. Hey, Gerald, welcome. All right. So let's go over the markets. All right. The equity markets was up today. I'm not sure where it closed, but I know it was up a few hundred points. All right. Hey, Kawisi, welcome. All right. So that put some pressure on the dollar. All right, on the dollar index. So if you guys look here, the dollar index was down a bit. All right, so it was down. In the futures right now, the equity markets are down. All right, so I know that moved close some positions, and we'll go through Forex and look at the dollar pairs in particular. But we're still intact. That trend is still intact. All right. If you guys look here, this is where we broke resistance on the dollar index. There was the buy signal right here. We had this pullback, and then we broke this resistance right here. All right. This candle right here is today's price action. So it's still intact. Hey, Stella, welcome. All right. So I know we had a pullback today. Some of the pairs retraced quite a bit. All right. So if you were in those pairs that pull back, right, and give a red candle or white signal, you guys should be out of those. All right. Be out of those. If they reverse, all right, give a buy signal, you guys can get back in, but you should be out of those. Okay, so we'll take a look at that. Nothing has changed, like I said, right? The market was up. Let's take a look here. The market was up for the day. Look here, this is on the Dow, the S&P, NASDAQ, Russell, still in the markdown phase, right? The VIX is at 30. So I know sometimes we get good price action intraday, right? But that doesn't mean things have changed, all right? So here's the price action right here for the day, all right? All right, so let's see here. All right, so right here, guys, right here, all right? So biotech was up, right, 5%, home construction up, home builders, energy, every single sector was up for the day. All right. But again, that shouldn't change anything. All right. If it continues, right, then we'll look at it closer, a lot closer. All right. So nothing has changed yet. All right. Crypto is the same thing, right? It's still hanging around 19, 20,000. Pretty good support right here at 20,000. It got, I think 18,500 is as the low that it got to. All right. Not much in Stock Boss, not much in Bullmaster right here. All right. So we're going to talk about Forex and the dollar pairs. Who is still in the dollar pairs? Who's in the dollar pairs? Anyone here in the dollar pairs?
Yeah, I'm still in.
Bill, you're still in? Bill, which pairs are you in still?
I'm still in CAD and HUF. And I bailed on CHF at the sell signal.
Okay, so you in CAD and which one?
HUF, the Hungarian.
HUF?
Yeah.
Okay. And which one did you close?
CHF.
Okay, CHF, okay.
Swiss.
All right, okay. And we'll take a look at that out. Anyone else? Anyone else? Or you guys, who else is in still, who else got out of positions and stayed on in current positions? Anyone else? No one else? Okay. All right, let's take a look at what we've got here. The top trending pair right now, all right? And we've been talking about the dollar pairs, right? We've been talking about the dollar pairs being the top leading pairs, right? And they've been slowly creeping up, right? The yen pairs were the leading pairs, and they're slowly coming down, all right? So USD SGD is the top pair, right? In Monster Scalper. It pulled back today, right? Pulled back today, retraced a bit, held right here, right? So if anyone is in this right here, we want to stay in green candles right here. So that's the top trending pair. USD CNH, same thing. Buy signal right here, right? This is still holding, all right? Nice trade, very nice trade. USD NOK, all right? USD NOK pullback. White candles here, nothing to do, right? Nothing to do. Just hold it, all right? right? And these dollar pairs have been moving. So I am, I'm hoping that you guys are on these trades. This is a big move. And like I said, we got a bit of a retracement today, but this dollar index, let me open this up a bit. All right. Right, this dollar index looks really, really strong, guys. Really, really strong. Okay, even with the pullback today. All right. So this one looks good. Let's see here, and that's NOK. Dollar CAD bill. Oh, you holding dollar CAD? Good. All right.
Yeah, I guess by will at this point.
Yeah, where was your entry, Bill?
It was my first entry was last Wednesday night, a week ago tonight, right around I think it was 13. It was just below the 1.320 mark.
Okay, so right around, right around here.
Yep. Right where that pullback is, right there.
Right here.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So you should be fine. So that was your first entry. Where was your second entry?
My second entry was Friday night, so that was the 23rd, I think.
Okay. Hey, Corey, welcome. Hey, Arthur, welcome. All right. So you in two positions?
Yeah.
All right. So I would watch here, right? Watch this area here. Watch these white candles here. If you get a green candle, let's say you get a green candle overnight, all right, wait for the candle to close. This could be an opportunity to add if you wanted to. Okay, I know it's been running for a while, all right, but the dollar has been real strong, real strong. Hey, Zaire, welcome. All right, so if you wanted to,
as high as it's ever been, right?
Ooh, I don't know if it's as high as it's ever been. Let's take a look here.
I tried to go back as far as I could. I couldn't find it. In other words, I don't really have a frame of reference as to how high it would go.
Let's see here. No, are you referring to the dollar CAD in particular?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's take a look here. So dollar CAD. This is on the weekly time frame. Let's move it to the
if you look at your phone, if you trade Forex on your phone, I think it should go all the way back to 2011.
2011.
Yeah, on forex.com on the phone app, like it goes all the way back to 2011.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Corey. Let's see here. Okay, this is so 2000. I've got it here in the chart. I went back 40 years. So the max here is 85. So 1985. Right. So let's take a look here. And this is for the CAD. Let's open this up just to see. So the very high bill was back in 2002. Corey, what did you say? What year?
2011.
20.
I don't know if it was just my screen acting up and if it would have allowed me to scroll back further, but
okay, so 2011 was right here. But the so 2000, I would say 2000, 2001. All right, so Bill,
so there's potential to go higher, right?
there is potential, yes. So there is potential to go higher. So we're at 136. I don't know if you guys can see that. 136.22 and 160, right? So 160 is where, so there's a lot of room, and this is a monthly time frame. And if you guys look here, if you guys remember, we put the dollar CAD in Forex, Forex Dominator. Okay, so we are trading that in Forex Dominator on the weekly time frame, hoping that it makes a big move. Here we've got some support here, and let's bring this down here. We're breaking resistance right here, near-term resistance right here. All right, so and then this is the high right here, so a lot of potential. This is a new, all right, so here we've got new green candle here. All right, so that was last month, and that's this month here, right? Two nice candles, right? So this breaking through here, right? Breaking through here, this is where the sellers came in before, pushed the price lower here, right here, pushed it lower. So we've got to hold above here, right? Right, and we should have, that should happen based on what the dollar index is doing. So just hold on to it. Is anyone else trading the CAD? Anyone else in the CAD? Just Bill? All right. I know the dollar Swiss gave a sell signal. I know some of you were in the Swiss. So Bill, you got out of the Swiss, right?
Yeah, that was doing really well yesterday too.
I know.
That was a quick fall.
I know. Yeah, that was a bit disappointing. Let's see here. So we'll keep the dollar CAD right here in Forex Dominator. So that's it right here. Here's the buy signal, right? We got in right about here. But let's take a look at Swiss. So the dollar Swiss, all right, here's the selling, lot of selling. So we should be out. We should be out, and it happened really quick too. Happened really quick. All right, so Bill, were you able to protect some profits on this, at least?
You know, I scaled up at one point. I think it was maybe Friday, or maybe I think it was Monday. I got to check my notebook. So that took me down just a little lower. I might have made $30 on it.
Okay. When this happens, you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It happened quick, right? You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, but you know, we could see it move up again, but there's nothing to do here. Just be out and then just wait. All right. Let's see here.
So David, in the left-hand table, it says new down, or now it just says down. So do we have to wait till we get a blue up indicator before we go long on that again?
Yeah, you get a blue up, right? It'll say new up and then up, but don't your trigger is not here, right? Your trigger will be here.
Okay.
With the buy, you need a buy signal.
Yep. Okay.
You need to wait for a buy signal, just like here.
So after it gives a buy signal, does that indicator automatically flip to blue, or does it not?
No, this will just think of the buy signal, and that's a good question. Just think of the buy signal as the last thing, right? as the buy signal here as the last thing to happen. All right, because we need solid confirmation. So this will change. Let's say price starts to move higher. All right, starts price to move higher. This will change from down to new up, right? So we don't have one here, right here, like here, new up, like right here and right here. And then as the buying continues, moves higher, it will move from new up to up. All right, but again, it still have to, we've got to get new support and resistance lines, kind of like here, right here. All right, all of that has to happen, okay, for us to get a buy signal. And then we have to break through that resistance. So it has a lot of work to do. Okay. All right, a lot of work to do.
Okay.
Okay, it's going to have to stop selling, right? So stop moving lower, consolidate a bit, kind of like in here, like it did here, consolidate a bit, kind of like right in here, like it did here, consolidate a bit, move higher, break resistance, get a buy signal, and then now we can move higher. So this is going to take some time to develop here. All right, going to take some time, but just take it off the radar for now, right? And look for what else is here. All right, those of you who missed the dollar, right, trade, right, this might give you another opportunity when it gives a buy signal, right? Sometime in the future, that might be another opportunity to get in. All right. Does that help, Bill?
Yeah, that does. Thank you.
Okay. USD DKK. All right, that's number 8 right here. All right. If you guys are not in this, you shouldn't get in. All right. If you're in it, you should have stayed in it. And then if you get a green candle, right? If it holds, gets a green candle, and I think the pairs, the dollar pairs, should hold, all right, and start moving up again. Again, nothing has changed. The overall trend, the rotation is still intact. All right. So if you guys are in it already, right, you should be fine. But get a green candle, that's definitely an area to add. All right, if you wanted to add, and then hopefully test this resistance here and move higher. All right, these pairs have been moving for a while here. So we here is 921. All right, 921. So what's that? That's a week, right? A week. Let's see here. USD HUF. Bill, you still in this one too? Zaire, are you in any pairs? Bill, you in this one, right?
Yeah, I'm still holding that one.
Still holding. Okay, so good.
Oh, Dave.
Zaire, what's that?
No, I'm not in any pairs right now.
You're not in any. Charity, are you in anything? Stella, are you guys in anything?
I want to be in it.
Auto.
I got out of CAD today and I'm looking to get back in.
Which one, Stella? I'm sorry.
CAD.
CAD. You got
Yeah.
out of CAD?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Today.
All right.
Mhm.
On the 240.
Yeah, I think it was on the 240 because I got into it late.
Oh, you did.
Got
Oh,
into it a little bit late.
oh, okay. Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. If you I would say just be careful getting back in.
Okay.
All right. On the 240. But you could perhaps get a trade on the 30-minute.
On the 30. Okay. I'll look out for a 30.
Yeah, let's take a quick look here on the 30.
Hey, David, quick question while we're looking at that.
Okay,
with the dollar index,
Uh-huh.
like what are the hours that we should be looking at it for it to make any movement? Because I noticed that it's closed right now.
I wouldn't focus on any hours on a particular time on not a time, you're not saying a time frame, just the hour of the day or night.
Or does it move in correlation with when the market itself opens?
Well, there is the dollar index, right? Which trades with the equity markets, right? So the same time, right? So
Okay.
yeah, so
around 7, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, 9:30 to 4 p.m. Eastern time. But then we have the dollar, the futures, right? The dollar index in the futures market, right here, which is basically 24 hours.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And you don't need that. You don't need to do that, right? You don't need to track it that closely.
Yeah, I noticed that all the pullbacks were coming around today, and when you look at the dollar index, it inched down a couple of points.
Yeah,
so,
it was down. It was down pretty big for the dollar index. It was down. But it will happen, you know. And what happened was the market. So the market had a big update, right? It had a big update. It's gonna happen, right?
Yeah, and I'm speaking from a risk management standpoint at this rate.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to manage risk, really.
Yeah. If your entry was late, then that would be a concern. Like, say for instance, that's why our entries have to be like dollar CAD here. For our entry was here, you know, it pulls back, like it pulled back here, no big deal, right? But if we got in anywhere in here, you know, then that's a concern. All right. If we're scaling up, it might hurt us a bit, right? So if we're scaling up, it might, you know, it might hurt us a bit. Okay. But this is a great dollar CAD is a great trade. I mean, if let's say Bill said he bought here, if he bought here, and here's the buy signal right here, so he's right near that buy signal, and then he scaled up, right? He's still fine, all right? Nothing to panic about, right? Nothing, there's no panic. However, on some of the other pairs, right? If we didn't get a really nice trend, all right, then that volatility hurts a bit, right? That volatility hurts. On the 30-minute time frame, Stella. So here is the 240, here is the 30, right? Here is the pullback. This pullback right here is this pullback right here. Okay. But boy, I wouldn't even trust that. You know, I don't like how this moves here on the 30-minute, you know. Very choppy trading on the 30-minute, really smooth on the 240, but you know, choppy on the 30-minute. So even with that, I would be careful. One second. Okay, let me close this. All right. Any questions on this? Corey, does that help?
Yeah, that answered my question. Thanks.
Welcome. All right. We need to have more traders. I sent out some messages. Hey, Deborah, welcome. We need to have more traders on this rotation. This dollar rotation is a big rotation. All right. So we have too many traders sitting on the sidelines. Okay. And Forex is moving. We've got right now 45, right? 45 out of our 57 pairs that are above 20. All right. So we know that there's volatility in Forex. All right. This is, I mean, these are big moves we're seeing here, right here, from right here, right? So 132 to right here, 136. That's 400 pips, guys. That's a lot of pips. All right, that's a lot of pips. And we are seeing more of the dollar pairs move higher. Right, we're seeing more dollar pairs move higher. So here, second, that's the top that's the second most trending pair, USD SGD, right? Another here, right? The top, yes, EUR DKK, just forget about that. I don't even know, I don't know why that's up there. All right, but dollar pair, dollar pair, dollar pair, dollar pair, dollar pair. All right, we'll count this. This is short, but euro dollar, right? That's short. All right. Let's see here. Dollar pair, dollar pair, dollar pair, dollar pair, right? Dollar pair. Even with the pullback we had today, right? These dollar pairs are leading, right? These dollar pairs are leading. All right. So there's nothing else to trade, guys, unless you guys are, unless you're gonna try to go short this market. There's nothing else to trade right now. All right. Let's see here. This is the best trade, right? This is the best trade. There's nothing here in Stock Boss, right? Nothing here in Bullmaster, right? The shorts, yeah, you can find some opportunity in the shorts, right? But that's hard to trade. The best trade, right? There's nothing right here in cryptos, right? There's nothing here. So the best trade right now is by far the dollar. All right, the dollar. And if you guys are concerned, I know the volatility, it's a lot of volatility, right? If you're concerned about it, right, take a small position, right? Reduce your size, right? If you're concerned about risk, reduce your size, but be in these trades, right? We want to catch these rotations and we want to practice, right? Right? So be in these trades. Be careful with these yen pairs, right? Be careful with these yen pairs. We talked about this, right? All right, do not short these yen pairs. All right, be very careful shorting these yen pairs, right?
You have a early buy signal on the CHF JPY. Kind of weird how it looks.
Which pair?
Swiss JPY, CHF
Swiss JPY.
40.
On the 240? No, it might be the 30.
Well, I'm not sure. Probably you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, probably the 30, not the 240. This will probably be the next rotation, the yen pairs. They're setting up. That's why, we don't want to short these yen pairs. All right. I know this is a great short right here, but overall, right, We don't want to short the yen pairs, right? This is setting up, if you guys look here in Forex Dominator, right? Most of these, look here, most of these yen pairs are solid in a markup phase, right? So when we start getting, when we get out of this dollar rotation, right? When this dollar rotation is done, right? We could see, because all we want to have happen, right, is to pull back, pull back, pull back, right? Hopefully pull back and then start moving again, right? All these pairs here, all these yen pairs here are just pulling back, still within the buy signal, still within the markup phase. All right. So we want a nice pullback in these yen pairs. Don't short them. All right, don't short them. And then let's see here. And then start giving us buy signals on the 240 to continue that trend. All right. So and what we would like to have happen is take that capital, take our profits here, and then wait for that next rotation, right? I think it will come from here. I might be wrong, right? I could be wrong, right? But that's what's setting up, right? That's what's setting up. All right. Let's see here. All right, nothing here. So here it's right here. The dollar pairs, oh, look here, look here. These dollar pairs are still strong, guys. All right. These dollar pairs are still strong. All right. Very strong, very, very strong. This is a weekly time frame. All right, weekly time frame. Okay, so very strong. This is an opportunity. The pairs that held, right? The pairs that held, right, give a pullback, right? That's an opportunity to add. That's an opportunity to add to your position. All right, but if you're not in it, right? Is anyone in this USD SGD? Anyone in this?
I am.
Charity, you are. Good job, Charity. Okay. Where was your entry? Do you remember, Charity?
Yeah, it was at the buy signal.
At the buy signal. Good job. Did you scale up in it?
No, I was also in CHF, and last night I thought that it was going to keep going up, and I did scale up. And this morning I regretted that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just kind of like trying to feel a little bit more confident about scaling up.
Okay.
That didn't help.
Yeah. We'll I don't want to do it with this rotation. Perhaps the next rotation will work on scaling out. Okay, let me make a note here.
Okay.
Okay. And what that means is this, and this is a bit advanced. All right. So scaling out. So rather than taking a small position here and adding on the break of resistance, right, in that reaccumulation phase, what we're gonna start doing, and I want to give you guys both options, right, to take a large position, a larger position, and the reason why we can do that now, I've wanted to do it, all right. We haven't been able to do it with forex.com. All right, you would have to go to Trader's Way, Hugo's Way, to be able to scale out with individual positions. But with what Forex, I hope you guys got my message. I know I heard from Stella. Now, guys, with Forex.com, we can take individual trades. All right. So they did an update. All right. So let's say we took 4 lots. All right. 4 lots. Our first position, all right, is 4 lots right here. All right. All right. But we have to take 4 individual lots. So 1, 2, 3, 4 individual trades. All right. So they're not all lumped into one trade. All right. Now, right, like before, now they're each individual trades. So we could close one trade, right, and keep the other 3 trades going. All right. So let's say we entered here. When it breaks this resistance right here, we could close one of the trades, right? When it breaks this resistance here, right, we could close another trade. All right. So we're constantly, as it moves higher, we are taking profits off the table rather than adding risk. That makes sense?
Yeah, that seems like an interesting experiment.
Yeah. So the psychology in doing it this way is that we are constantly taking profits off the table. All right. And that's really good. If you guys read Trading in the Zone, I think it's Trading in the Zone. It talks about it really feels good when we take profits, right? We winning, right? We winning, right? So rather than putting on risk, right? So rather than constantly adding risk, okay, we can now, right, with Forex.com, because we can put on individual trades, right? We can now, as the price moves higher, right, as buyers come in, guess what? New buyers coming in, they're allowing our profits to move higher. We close a position, right? As they continue to move higher, we close another position. We keep taking profits until we get to the end, right? Somewhere in the end, right, where we close the last position. So we're taking profits as the price moves up through that markup phase. We're going to be doing a lot more of that. All right. And when we do the coaching, right, when we look at work with your systems, that's what because we can do it now. All right. Most of our traders are trading with Forex.com, not Traders Way or Hugo's Way, because it's a lot more leverage, and those brokers are offshore, which carries a bit more risk, right, with your capital. So with Forex.com, and they just did that. They just opened it up to be able to have so you could have your account where. So start look, if you guys don't have it, just get the new update, right? Get the new update for Forex.com. And then you will see where every trade, every time you add position, right, it's going to list all your position. And so now we can close each individual position, rather than before it would force us, right? When we add, when we add positions, it would lump all the positions into one. As we scale up. You guys know that, that, right? That's what it's been doing. When we scale up, it just builds one big position, right? Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So it would build one big position. And then when we close, we would have to close the same big position. So now we can close the individual positions. The only risk with that is that our initial trade, right? Your initial trade here will need to be larger. All right. So we'll be scaling out rather than scaling up. All right. A lot of professional traders with a lot of capital, and you don't have to have a lot of capital to do this, but that's what they do, right? That's what they do. They scale out rather than scaling up. All right. Right. We just have to be a bit more accurate, right, with our entry, because you will put in a bit more capital. All right. And everyone here, you guys can do that. You guys have been trading with us for a while, except for the new folks. All right. You're at a point where you should be putting more capital to work anyway. All right. But it feels so much better, right, to scale out and taking profits, right? Right. As the price moves up, right? And by the time it's way over overbought, guess what? Right? Guess what? You have probably one or two positions. You've already secured profits, and now we're just looking to close the last position or so. Much better way. All right. But we can do that now. So just keep that in mind. All right. Keep that in mind. All right. Make sure you have that feature in forex.com. All right. Yeah. That's an exciting feature to have. All right. So Charity, yeah, I understand the pain there, right? I understand the pain there. So, but just know that that's something that we'll start working on. All right, but good job. In this one here, so you're still in this one, Charity?
Yes. I'm trying to follow the system, so
Okay.
I have
Good
not
job.
gotten out.
Okay, good job, good job, good job.
Can I jump in real quick?
Yes, hey, Deborah, go
Hey
ahead.
there, hi.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm new and still trying to grasp what's going on, but two quick questions. What time do you start these nights? Is it 7 or 6:30 or 7:30 or
It's 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Eastern time? Great. Okay, then the next one, I'm also in the Swiss franc CHF with the krona. Can you just give us kind of a generic primer on what to do if you get in? I know you don't have I'm just using the USD SGD, this chart, right, as an example. I got in at, say, 1.40, right, at the bottom of the rise.
Okay.
I shorted the Swiss franc, and it took off, in companion to the USD. So now it's way at the top, and I'm down several thousand, wondering how do I, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
wondering
So
how do I recover? Do I just wait for it to come down, or do I sell off a little bit? I have 6 lots.
6 lots. You got standard lots?
Standard's the 10,000, or that's the.
Yeah, standard is 100,000. So a thousand a lot.
Okay, I might have the micro.
Okay, micro. Okay. All right. So okay. So take it slow for me now. So okay. So take it slow. What exactly are you doing?
Well, what I'm doing, I'm just, I've lost a lot of money. I just sold 1 lot, just listening to you talking about it in reverse when you're going up and you lock in profits. Well, when you have losses, do you just start selling to get out of the position?
Okay. Which position is it? Which
Okay,
pair?
CHF and OK. CHF and OK.
Okay, CHF and OK.
Correct.
Oof. I don't think that's an exotic. We don't even have that. CHF and OK. We don't have that.
Well, yeah. Okay, it's quiet. That's why but we can still use the chart you had up, because it's basically the question is when one shorts by mistake at the bottom of the rise, and you're now hanging on for dear life because you're in upside down, you can just wait it out. So I was hoping that by November, December, that the Swiss franc would drop. Or do I just sell off a little bit like every week and just take my losses?
Are you hedging? Were you looking to hedge?
When you say hedge, like I just started to, and I listened very carefully when you said don't short the yen, because then I jumped into the dollar yen to try to make up on that. So when you say hedge, what do you mean exactly?
Well, you take two positions, as you know, you take two different positions as a counter.
Okay, I took another position, but in another pair,
Yeah.
but that's not a hedge.
Yeah. Not good. Not good.
Okay, what would you do if by accident you got into that situation yourself? How would you handle it?
Whew, Deborah. Okay. Swiss and okay. All right. We don't have it here on the platform.
Right.
All right. We don't have it here on the platform. Why do you think we don't have it on the platform?
I'm laughing. I didn't even realize the significance of the fact that you didn't have it. I guess because it's not, well, I don't know. I was gonna say liquidity, but that's more stocks. Why
Yeah,
don't
well,
you have
no,
it?
you're absolutely right. Liquidity. Yeah, liquidity. But that's beside the point. All right. That's beside the point. All right. And I'm glad you mentioned this. I'm glad you mentioned this. All right. If we look here, and this is what we can do. All right. So the Swiss NOK, you were looking to go where? Long or short? Swiss NOK.
Yeah, I'm shorting it, but it
You're
took off.
shorting it.
So it's going in the wrong direction for me.
So you're looking to short it. Okay. All right. So you Swiss NOK, we're looking to short it. All right. So if we look here, I'm just making a note here. All right. So if we look here, let's take a look at the Swiss pairs. And this is what the type of homework we need to do, right? So Swiss, let's find some of the Swiss. So dollar Swiss. So dollar Swiss. All right, that was going up. Long, okay, long. Let's find another one here, another Swiss pair. Euro Swiss. Euro Swiss is going short. All right. Let's see here. So because your Swiss is your dominant currency, right? Okay, so NZD CHF, that's going short, obviously, right? Short. That's in the markdown phase. Aussie Swiss, that's going short. So Aussie Swiss. Never trade one symbol. All right. Look at what the group is doing, right? The Swiss group. That's your Swiss is a big, that's a big currency. All right. So that's going short. So Aussie Swiss is going short. All right. Pound Swiss. All right. Pound Swiss is also going short. That's the markdown phase. All right, let's see here. Let's see if we have any more. Pound Swiss. All right, I think that's all of them. I think that's all of them. Let me make sure. Hold on. So dollar Swiss, Euro Swiss, Euro Swiss, New Zealand Swiss, Aussie Swiss, and Pound Swiss. Okay, so we have the Euro Swiss, New Zealand Swiss, Aussie Swiss, Pound Swiss solid in the markdown phase, so they're going down. All right, and then your Swiss NOK, right? You were looking to short it. All right, so think about this for a second. So think of the Swiss on the right side, right? That's the dominant, they're all going down. So Euro Swiss, Deborah, going down. All right, so write this down, Deborah, for me. Okay, so Euro Swiss, short, going short. New Zealand Swiss, going short. Aussie Swiss, going short. Pound Swiss, write it down. Pound Swiss, going short. So they're all going short. The dollar Swiss, we're going to forget that for a second because that's going long. That's going with the dollar pairs. Your pair that you were shorting is Swiss NOK. That's the reverse. Swiss NOK is the reverse of Euro Swiss, New Zealand Swiss, Aussie Swiss, and Pound Swiss. So if it's the reverse, and we're just looking at pure direction of the pairs. All right, so if you wanted to trade Swiss NOK, right, which direction do you think you would have to trade it?
Yeah, I should be going long. I made a mistake.
Yeah. So when you do that, if you do that, right, and you notice that that's you have to clear, you just clear position.
You just, what do you, I mean, basically liquidate it or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it could get worse.
I see that. Yeah, that's why I jumped in tonight. I'm usually quiet, but it's getting worse.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're saying going forward, I've never done this before. Look at the pair, look at the grouping, look at direction, and then make a strategy from there. So thank you. I don't want to take up any more time, but this helped a lot.
No, this is perfect. This is good. This is how we learn, right? So when we trade, right? When we trade, and whether it's with any market, right? Any market, right? We want to take a look at, so if we are trading, let's see here, if we're trading stocks, right? If we're trading stocks, we want to look at what the NASDAQ, let's say technology stocks, NASDAQ is doing, what the index, right? So the NASDAQ, what the sector is doing, and then what the group of stocks are doing within that sector. Same thing here. So same thing with Forex, and in particular Forex. All right. So we want to make sure when we look to trade, we need the whole group, like right here. There's a whole dollar group. We need to make sure that a large percentage of that group, 80, 90%, right? They're all moving in the same direction. That's why we looked at Euro Swiss, all right? New Zealand Swiss, right? You did good, right? You're just in the wrong direction, but that's important, right? If we don't get the right direction, right? That's, so all of these Swiss pairs here, right? All of these Swiss pairs here are going down, right? And now you have Swiss NOK, right? Great trade. Possibly, we can't see the chart, but that I can guarantee you, and well, you from your trade, right? That's going long, right? So if we know that, hey, the majority right here, right, are going short, then yeah, you can look for an opportunity to go long. But we can't short this. We can't short it because it's going because it's going against, right? It's going against the overall momentum here. Okay. So when we make an error, the good news is you figured it out, right? You figured, hey, there's something wrong here, right? And when that happens, and I know it hurts to close positions, right? But when you figure it out, right? You notice it. I've made an error, right? Close, get out, because it can get worse, right? Right? Just like you noticed, right? It got worse, right? Right, Deborah?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah, it did get worse. So
yeah.
no, just real quick also, do you advocate using like a 3% stop loss? Do you use stop losses?
No.
No stop loss, okay.
No. So I would recommend come to the class, or beginners class on Monday. All right. I can get into everything here, and I would say get some coaching with me. Okay, get some coaching with me.
Will do. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Get some coaching. All right. But the key is we want to follow these groups. We don't want to trade any individual. We don't want to trade any individual instrument by itself. All right, by itself. We need the whole group moving in that direction. All right, very good, very good. All right, guys, I'm done. We'll have another class tomorrow. Hopefully, with this hurricane here, we don't lose power. All right, I'll let you guys know. My mic is working again, so that's good. I'm happy about that. All right. So I'll let you guys know. Stay with these dollar pairs. I know we had a pullback today. All right. Don't get discouraged by that. Okay. If your position closed, no big deal. It happens. Get out, take that loss or take that small profit. All right. And do not add. You can add, you can scale up, right? You guys can scale up. We'll work on scaling out. We'll work on that. Okay. We'll work on scaling out. But stay with these dollar pairs. That's your best trade right now. All right. That's your best trade right now. These dollar pairs here. All right. Thanks, guys. All right. Thanks, Deborah. Thanks, Charity. All right. Thanks, Bill.
Yeah, thanks, David. Stay safe.
Thanks, David.
All right. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.